Oh,
Mr. White.
Whitman. Walt White. Yes,
Walter White.
that's right.
Hello,
I
Vic.
always go to Walt Whitman. It's
Well,
the WW that
the book showed up in there, though. The Leaves of Grass.
did it.
One of us has a memory for all the weird and obtuse
I know.
things.
I can't be bothered filling up my memory with that sort of crap.
Oh, see,
Right.
my memory doesn't fill up, it flows. Ooh, the wonderful world of abundance and prosperity. Let's share it there.
Cool. So, welcome you guys to another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun
Forever
on our
and
16th of July,
ever,
2021.
amen. You know, that's like 12 days after the 4th of July.
Yes.
Yeah. How's that going for you? Forever and ever.
Your manifesting questions answered live. So go to freeneville.com,
221 email is
pseudo random goodness.
By the way,
and
you
this
guys,
is when 20 says,
the manifesting game at easymanifesting.com. We're going to have a lot of more cool shit showing up there too.
oh yeah,
Oh,
are we?
yeah, I got all sorts of shit. That's
I
in the
can
works.
imagine in the works.
Oh, look at that.
So that's easymanifesting.com.
That's
go
right.
there, sign
If
up.
you started doing those things and you got sidetracked, go back and keep going, for God's sake.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
What matters to me?
Get some ka-ching, ka-ching,
Yo,
ka-ching.
Lisa, Triple D, Brian, Triple D, yo.
Hello.
Forever
It's
and
going
ever,
sideways.
amen.
Skipways.
I don't even know what that means.
Skipways. This must be
Forever
skipping.
and ever.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
That's right. 221. Oh no, the other thing. Coffee.
Yeah, cheap
Coffee,
ass cup of
cottage,
coffee.
buck a day.
Yeah.
What do we call them? Rob bag. You know, what
Yeah,
the fuck are you
what's it
missing out on?
costing
What's it
you?
costing you dicking around? Like,
Not
seriously.
to do it. Yeah.
Right? Hey, I like porn more than real women because it don't say no.
That's great.
That's right. Versus real Monica. Real Monica.
Oh, well. And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right. So, Victoria.
Yes.
Today we've got your manifesting questions answered live. I don't know if you told them that or not. But
What bit?
yeah, your manifesting questions
Yeah, I
answered
told
live.
them right at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Weren't you listening?
To you? Oh, darling.
Yes.
That's right.
Right.
All right. So, guys.
So, guys, we're going to dive right in.
Darker,
Dark mockery.
I love you, pal. You're getting double sizzle bonus points for that one.
Who is that?
We're not going to say in a word.
Okay, I got no
That's
idea.
right. Some people are addicted to like with some people, right? So the question that shows up, that I often ask is like,
The pros and cons of hitchhiking.
Can you add in, the pros and cons? I can't even sing it today. That's way too high. Can you add in the pros and cons of hitchhiking? How about the color purple? I mean, how complicated can you make this shit? Like, for me, it's like, seriously, like, this will be my question answered live. Ready? How complicated can you make this shit? Because if I'm ordering a pizza and I answer the phone, it's like, yo, Rocco's Pizza. Yo, Rocco, I'd like to have a family-sized pepperoni thin crust with purple. Yes, it's, what?
Is that
Bad
aubergine?
vibes, bad vibes, right? It's like, yep, entities. It's like, fuck, man. Like, how? If you don't have to add it in the color rectangle. Thank you.
Color rectangle.
Right? Yeah, grape used to be my favorite color. My granddaughter always knew what it was, right?
That's
But
right.
seriously, how complicated can you make this stuff? Like when you order a pizza, like, anyway, that's going to be the topic of today's show without knowing that it's the topic of today's show.
When you order a pizza.
Yeah, we're going to just keep it simple. We're not going to add in the color purple.
All right. It's just going to be.
Yeah, how can you add the color purple into this 20? Because I love the color purple. Like, I love affirmations. They make me feel all rectangly. Like Monica.
All right.
She puts the rec in my tangle.
That's right.
All right.
So it looks like we've got a really big question from Melissa in Manifesting Mastery. How can I figure out what exactly I want to do?
All right.
So is this the colour purple and the pizza and everything?
No. They're not on the list. They wouldn't ask a question. They'd just tell us an answer.
All right.
Just
Gotcha.
forever and ever.
So,
amen.
Are we ready?
I'm just adding in country music.
Melissa asks, hi 2020.
Yo.
I have another question for your show. Since I was a kid, I've wanted to be an entrepreneur and to create a product and business. Throughout the years, before knowing about manifesting, I tried many different avenues of work, but I never stayed with anything long enough for it to be successful and never created a business that I was passionate about. Now, I'm a real estate agent for the last 15 years. Oh, one and a
1.5
half years, sorry.
years, 18
And I
months.
have been doing my sessions about being successful in real estate and having many deals. I really like real estate, but I still have a desire to have a business as well. Since I've tried so many different business ideas throughout the year, when I come up with a new idea, I almost don't fully trust myself that it's a good one. How can I figure out exactly what I want to do?
Alrighty, so this is where we go with the whole thing. Like, so your business is a subset of your day, right? Because a lot of people, if they approach it the other way, like typical male energy, masculine, right? What we tend to do is like you take your one thing and you sprawl it all over the place, right? So it's like your day becomes about your job, and then you retire like my grandpap, and you finish your Zane Grey novels, and you get the garage read up, and you die because you have no purpose, right? So here's the fun thing. Uh, when I moved here, we submitted a package that thick. We called it the football in honor of the nuclear package that the U.S. president carries with him, right? Like at all times close to the president is this thing that's called the football, and it's the nuke codes, right? It's how he nukes the world, right? And so, everywhere I went, I kept the football secure. The football was all the shit I needed for immigration, right? Remember that?
I do, in your little plastic
Yeah,
envelope.
my plastic envelope
Slowly
within a
got
leather
thicker and
thing
thicker and thicker
and
and
so
thicker.
on, right?
Yes.
Like, I mean, this thing was like my life fucking purpose to protect, to develop and protect the football, right?
Yeah.
And we go to turn the football in, and the guy takes this fucking much from it. He says, nope, nope, nope,
Don't
nope.
need that.
Don't need that. Don't need that.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, man. And I said, does this happen often? He goes, all the time, right? So they just tell you they need this much stuff, and they actually need that much stuff. So what does this have to do with anything, right? So your life is this, your business is that, right?
Yeah.
And so you want to be an entrepreneur. So to me, being a business guy is an adventure. Being a marketer is an adventure. And here's the thing. What if it was the whole thing? So here's what I can tell. When I handed in the football, one of the things that I came to realize was, like, I can't hold on a job for more than 2 years. My entire life, it never worked out, right? It doesn't mean I quit them. Like I got beat to death on them. Yeah, they expired and the companies went out of business. But I seriously had this thing where I never kept a job more than 2 years. It's like it literally, I'd crack the shits, right? So
Seems like the way, definitely these days,
and
is
it's
to never.
and it's the way of the future. Like
Exactly.
we were watching on a show last
Yeah.
night, and they mentioned something like, "Do you really want to have the same job for more than 2 years?" Right?
Yeah.
If you look at statistics, the whole thing is like most people are changing careers
Yeah.
every several years, right?
Which is like a huge
Huge
massive
thing,
step.
right?
Yeah. Not
So
just
with
a job.
all that, I wouldn't dare try to put something together for the rest of my life, except for one thing. I love the truth about me that sets me free. I love exploring human beings, who we are, how we work. And I love marketing, because marketing is a way to express and explore and engage all that. And with all that, we put this project together. I would have never, if you would have told me 10 years ago we're going to do a Neville Goddard thing, as much as I loved Neville 10 years ago, and we used him in a modeling program I did in 2009 or 2008, I would have never, I mean, yeah, the Neville Goddard guy, whatever. I could have cared less, right? I love Neville's work. I express it, I think, rather well. I love it because he puts into words what I haven't been able to. But at the end of the day, my whole concern is I live a life. Within that life, so while I live a life that I love, I make great money. That's my thing. While doing what I love, I make great money. And just putting all that, quote unquote, in perspective with almost answering your question, what if you just looked forward to your day, knowing that you make great money, knowing that you do what you love? And you may find yourself, like, if you would have told me 30 years ago, right, you're going to be a marketer, I'd be thinking, I would have double tapped you, right? Hashtag double tap, right? I would have double tapped you. I would have never thought of me as a marketer. But I love marketing because it really is. It's the adventure of helping someone move from where they are to where they could be, which is what feeling it real is, which is what teaching is. So I hope that's clear as mud, and we'll continue to answer it through the other ones. And by the way, when I go to bed at night, I'm naturally feeling anticipation of waking up in the morning. By the way, did I have a shit sleep last night?
Yes,
Yeah,
well, we
yeah,
both
we both
did.
did.
And Bruce did too.
And Brucey too, right? Yeah, Brucey
Yeah.
had to go out in the middle of the night, and my hip was cramping for some reason. I overworked it at the pool. I'm always doing weird ass kung fu shit. Hashtag weird ass kung fu shit. And long story short, didn't sleep worth shit last night.
Yeah.
Right? Do I look like it? 4:30 in the morning. I'm out of bed. I'm ready to rock and roll. Right? I did my Joseph Goddard's up and ready to rock and roll. Why? Because I do what I love while making great money. Yo, Jesse. Boom. All right. Nice to see you, pal.
Yeah.
So let's keep going.
Okay,
By the way,
excellent.
you could use that as your imaginal act. Can't fucking wait to get out of bed in the morning. Engage. DDD
Yeah.
Angela is
Hello,
here.
Angela. I haven't seen you in a while. Cool.
You're upside down.
Yeah.
All right. Turn your phone the other way.
And the other thing I thought as well, like Melissa was saying how many great different business ideas she's had,
Yep.
but there's like been loads in the last year. Whereas just keeping it simple, like you said, I make great money while doing what I love.
Yep.
And making it about that subset of your day, it might be just one of those things you'll just go run with. You'll just run with one of those. Like in DDD, all these different options, but go with one today.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
By the way, so way back in the old days when we did the Remarkable, it was a year-long training, a small group of men and one woman, right throughout the years. Actually, two, now that I think about it. So, and during the one where we did the modeling, the first month was Neville Goddard, followed by Napoleon Hill, followed by Werner Erhard, I believe, followed by Bucky Fuller. And so one of the things that I loved about Bucky was Bucky had no problems coming up with cool ideas, shit that changed the world.
I'm sure
Right.
he must have just come up with oodles of ideas.
Now Bucky came up with so much, he was eager to give them away so other people could run with them. And here's, if you got a great business idea, you run with it. And if you find another great business idea, imagine that you easily come up with people to give your businesses to or to hire to run them.
Yeah.
Right? Because, hey, I'm doing great with this one. Even if I give 100% of it to Bob, if even I just give Bob, you just run with this. You're the natural fit for this. You run with this business. Just refer people to me for this other stuff. Boom. Guess what? Bob's got a great, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Everybody wins. All right. Go away.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Boom. Shanita. Triple D yo.
Hello.
All right. Dark marker. I mean, you got the
He's
sizzle
tagged
points of the
loads,
day.
but you know who we tagged right near the end there? Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Saw that dark mockery.
Now,
And it's back with Ferentious Fraser. Okay. So that one was for Melissa in Manifesting Mastery. Thank
Bruce,
you very much for your question,
leave it.
Melissa. I
All right,
wonder if the
beep.
workers are back.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're right. You can see it right through there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just disappeared in one of our privacy trees. Now, when I walk to the portable disposable hot tub, I got to cover up. Our next question.
Our next question's from Kadra on Facebook. Speedy instant manifesting. Kadra asks, I'm curious about playing with speed, instant manifestations, and imposed set deadlines. Would this line up with revision or simply living in the now, despite what the senses perceive? Thank you in advance.
Cool. So living in the now is a fascinating one. That showed up in the group the other day in some weird ways. I'm not a fan of just like be present. You're probably always present anyway. My thing is, what are you planning? For me, it's always be planting, right? But this is the cool thing. Ready? Lunch. We've got this pork neck, right? So yesterday we're talking about tomorrow's lunch, which is today.
Is it neck or shoulder? I couldn't remember.
I thought it was neck.
Oh, that's even better.
It looks like neck.
Yes.
It's a long ass piece of pork. That's all I can tell you, right?
Yes.
And it's in the slow cooker. Now I've imagined up a yum. All right, it's not a deadline, but I know the yum is at lunchtime. I find deadlines to be demanding. If something's demanding, it's a deadline. If it's something that feeds you, let's call it lunchtime or dinner. Right? So you can imagine it more than one wish. We can imagine up a good snack. It's snack time tonight. We'll call that dinner time. We can imagine up a yummy yum lunch, right? No big deal.
And really with the living in the now, they're all in the future. So it's people supposedly living in the now wouldn't even give any regard to that.
Totally.
So, yeah, keep going.
Yeah, right now I'm actually not hungry for lunch, but I'm always hungry for her yum. My experience of her yum. So like right now, I experience what I experience with her yum. And as a bonus point, we get lunch. I'd let it be that simple. I find when most people have deadlines and dreadlines and so on and so forth, that's really what it
Yeah.
comes down to. It's funny, QB and I were talking this morning, and I said something about, most people are approaching this whole loogy thing, like the electric bill. It's like, fuck, man, the electric bill's here. Like, what can I not pay so I can pay it? What meal can I skip so I can pay the electric bill? And my thing is, why don't you just double your income and work half the time, and double your income and work half your time again? Because if you do that a couple times and you get the electric bill, you go,
No
right?
big deal.
It's just the electric bill,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So I imagine up a yummy lunch. I know it's by lunchtime. I'm not imagining it might be lunchtime in 6 months. Right? Starving. So
Yeah, got
that's
ya.
where I'd play. But watch how it weaves in. Yeah, deadlines and dreadlines.
Yeah.
It says Uma, Uma, Uma Shaka. And I saw Mary's here too from Triple D.
Oh, cool.
Notice how I snuck that in?
Yes.
Oh, I'm amazing.
Okay,
All right.
so that was for Kadra. Thanks
Yeah.
very much for your question.
Yeah, it's a good draw.
How do you know? I said it how she spelled it.
Yeah, K-draw. Should be
Well,
a
then
lot.
that should all be in capitals.
Yeah, K-draw.
Okay.
It's very German. She's German.
Is she?
Not that I know of, anyway. Anyway, the electric bill is no longer shocking. That's good.
Oh, good one, Kadra. Thank you.
Oh, she's got a last name now.
Fox.
I didn't know. Wow. Imagine that. Are you related to Wile E. Coyote? I thought it was clever. All right, maybe not.
Okay.
All right.
The next question's for Dream Driven Day Lisa. Long-term
Lisa.
location. And I think I've seen, is it the same Lisa that's here today?
Yes.
Okay.
Boom.
Lisa asks.
Shanita says that was funny.
I'm glad you thought so, Shanita. Oh,
Oh, something happened.
it's gone a bit weird. Hopefully it's fine now.
Yes.
Okay. A Dream Driven Day Lisa asks, while I was thinking through how to write this question out, I pretty much answered it for myself.
Yes.
But thought it may be helpful to someone, and your insights are always excellent.
Yes, they are.
There you go. My lease is up in 6 months. This home was to help me transition and recover from a big life change. I have no desire to move to any particular place. There are a few things I'd like to have in the new place and experience, but that's about it. I really don't want to keep moving, so this seems to complicate the issue. How can I make a choice for long-term residency when I have no specific desires about the location? Thank you, 20 in Victoria.
Alrighty, so instead of making it about the data about the place, you let it to be about your experience of home.
That's it. Thank you, Lisa. One other thing I did think though, that if you've got a desire to in the new place to have certain experiences.
Yeah, like a dishwasher.
Well, no, I was
Or
thinking
ma'am.
like if you wanted to go for a walk to the beach from your house before lunch, then you're not going to look for a house in the hills, I would have thought. Do you know what I mean?
Probably done.
Or something like that. But
Right.
I don't know what the experiences are that you want to have in the new place.
Well, if you wanted a dishwasher and a man, it could be Harry Bosch.
All in one.
Because a Bosch is a dishwasher and
It
Bosch
is.
is a cop. If you want a cop and a man, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
yes.
So experience home.
Yeah, so we instead of making any data about the home at all, or the house, like what do you want, where do you want it, that kind of thing. We did something really cool last year in the club where we went in and we noticed when people get stuck, they tend to go down into data land versus going up into who are you as someone who's like got a long-term, I don't know if you want to be a homeowner or not, but you're just like, right.
Oh,
You know, like,
settled.
yeah, settled. Yeah,
Settled.
yeah, like this
Yeah.
is where I live. You know, feeling part of the community or feeling this is
Yeah.
my community.
Yeah,
that
that
kind
would
of
be
thing.
nice.
So, like, you get to just find what is my feeling, what's my identity there. Like, I'm pretty much the unofficial mayor of the pool and of the Eltham Shopping Center,
Yes.
yeah, and now Woolies, right, and the parking lot. Uh, but it's just one of them things. It's just like it's about me. So these two fucking guys. Alrighty,
Cool.
cool.
Yeah, that's good. I
Yep,
really like that. And I really like how, yeah, I was just thinking settled. That feels
that's
really
nice.
good.
Yep,
Yeah. Cool. Excellent, Lisa. Thanks for your question.
Bomeo.
Let us know where you moved to. The next question is from Dream Driven Day Dark Mockery.
That's right.
All I want are uninterrupted nights of sleep. Now,
That's right.
20 and I thought this last night when Bruce wanted to go
No,
outside at 3.
no, see, your quick answer is you kick her out of bed for eating crackers, right?
Because the crumbs are
Yeah,
all
yeah,
in the,
yeah,
mixed in the
yeah.
sheets.
Hashtag Mrs. Mockery.
This is Dark Mockery, right. So, Dark Mockery asks, for my almost 6-year-old keeps waking up around 1 a.m. Actually, she's sleepwalking and talking. Almost every morning she wakes up, cries, comes out of her room, walks into the living room, comes back down the hallway and into our room. Sometimes she goes back to bed, sometimes she stays in ours. Now, all that being said, all I want are uninterrupted nights of sleep. I remember when she used to wake up and use the tools in different ways. Now she's okay and is plenty rested, but Peyton and I are not. What do you suggest for us to have a peaceful night's sleep?
Cool. So I'd imagine moving into Lisa's house, right? You don't have to tell her. I mean, the little,
Right.
right? So, yeah, mommy doesn't live here anymore.
Right.
So, you know, it's just one, it's one of those cool things. Like, I just think about when Neville says, you remember when she was single by imagining her married. And, you know, I'm a really big fan of sharing what I'm imagining. And I'd share what you're imagining with her, but with your little one. I mean, you could just literally just, just tell her, you know what, I remember when you used to do this. And I'm not saying this as a hypnotic suggestion or as an embedded command or anything, but just, in a way, invite her to the imaginal experience. Of,
Yeah.
I remember when you used to do that. It's the feeling of and of course, imagine her sleeping the whole night through.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because she will want to feel really rested, the same as you guys.
So what would imply that she slept all night in her own bed? You know. So see, I'm imagining Dark Mockery and Mrs. Mockery never getting a full night's sleep because it's like, oh, the kiddo sleeps all night, so like, what do you guys do all night in bed besides eat crackers? You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, when you guys are, doing the boom boom in the room all night, so you wake up, I'm imagining Dark Mockery waking up exhausted after yet another night of boom boom in the room all night because his daughter
boom boom.
sleeps all night. So,
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah.
I think that the quote unquote toughest thing and yet the easiest thing is
Keep her awake till 1 in the morning and then put her to bed, I reckon.
with whiskey. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's your bottle, sweetheart.
Good night.
So
Yeah, no. Yeah, sorry, the easiest. I
yeah,
interrupted you.
Is that whole thing of just that really feeling that into the past, especially while it's happening. Yeah. So and like I said, I'm imagining you and Mrs. Mockery never getting a full night of sleep. Oh my God. So,
But they'll certainly be well rested after it.
well rested. That's
Yes.
right. Yo, Triple D Dennis. All right. I hope that made sense.
Cool. Excellent, Macquarie. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you, and Peyton, for your questions.
Yes, Mrs. Mockery.
Okay. The next question's from Loogy Larry,
Loogie Larry.
and we've titled it Can we imagine the loogie having gone away forever and everybody happy again? That's the title. And Larry asks, Can we imagine the loogie having gone away forever and everybody happy again? I know we can do it if we all band together.
Alrighty.
Thanks.
Yeah, Dave Asprey put out a thing the other day. It was a cool little infographic showing like all the major loogies we've had like every 3 to 4 to 5 years in the past 20 years, and how
Have we?
yes. Yeah, and how like the media uses them and all this stuff, and it's just just fascinating. Now,
Oh yeah, I guess there
yeah,
was like that swine flu
yeah,
and that.
yeah, the swine
Yeah, there
flu
was
and
a
so on and
bird
so forth, the
flu or
bird
something.
flu
Yeah,
and the
got you.
and pigs flying and the stuff. It's
Yeah.
just weird. Now, with all that said, I'm not saying the loogie isn't real, right? Yeah, I'm a happen to be a fan of like, I know people that have died from the loogie. I know people that have recovered from the loogie. I know people that have gotten the loogie shot and gotten sick for a couple days, but I really don't give a shit, right? Here's my thing. All the time people are going, if then. Somebody hashtag that. Hashtag if then. If the loogie went away, then we'd all be happy again. I got to tell you, right? So just over 2 years ago, we started Dream Driven Day for the first time.
Yeah.
And I can promise you something. This was before the loogie, and not everyone was happy. Right?
Yeah.
And now we've got the loogie.
Not
and
everyone was happy.
we have the loogie,
Yes.
and not everyone is happy. But now
Yes.
people are going, well, if there was no loogie, then everyone would be happy. And if we all band together kumbaya, then everyone will be happy, right?
Hashtag kumbaya.
Yeah, hashtag kumbaya, right?
Yes.
And so this whole thing of like, if Victoria was twins, then I'd be like overwhelmed. Right? No, I got to tell you, I'm overwhelmed to begin with, right?
Oh.
So we really get rid of out of these whole if-then loops, right? And two, there's that whole thing of imagine lovingly and all that stuff, and the spiral principle. If you go to NevilleGoddardQuotes.com, type in golden rule, type in spiral principle, because I find something. Somebody hashtag this: spring, summer, fall, winter. Hashtag morning, afternoon, evening, night. Neville says this world is based on the principle of a circle, right? Cycles repeat. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Morning, afternoon, evening, night. Democrat, Republican, right? It just keeps going. Yeah. And here's the cool thing. In my world, there have always been wars. I was born in '66. We had the Nam going on back then. And then, yeah, when I got a little older, we had the Desert Storm, then we had the Desert Shield, then we had something else going on, the Falkland Islands, and we got something else going on now. Like, there's always a war, there's always a loogie. Like, in my lifetime, we've had the pig flu, the swine flu, the AIDS thing.
Pigs are swines.
Yeah, the pig-ass swine thing. Yeah, you think about this. Everything that they've had a flu about, we can make congee with. Hashtag nuts and guts congee, right?
Oh. God.
Meanwhile, with all that in mind, why not just imagine up a life that you love, right? And invite other people to do the same thing. Here I am, right? I moved to Australia. I decided a couple things when I moved here. First of all, I made some observations. One, Australians can't park or drive. If I get a job, I'm going to have to park and drive someplace. Yeah. So, hashtag no fucking job. Next, right? And I just went through and I ticked a bunch of mad cow. There was the mad cow thing,
yeah,
right? So
there was.
So can you make congee out of cow? Yes, right.
Liver congee.
See all this stuff. Yeah. Right? So if we just get beyond this whole like if then thing, the world is perfect being a circle. The thing is, your world gets to be a spiral. We've talked about your world versus the world, a little while ago, a couple shows ago. But there's always going to be a war. There's always going to be a loogie. The thing is, where does it show up in your life?
Yeah.
Right? I'm aware that there's machine guns in the Middle East and nuclear bombs someplace else. I'm aware that, there's yet another loogie shot, loogie passport. I could care less because we've built up a life where it just doesn't matter. So instead of, can we imagine loogie going away forever so everyone could be happy again?
Yeah.
And on all banding together, kumbaya.
Yep.
Let's skip it, Larry. Let's just have some fun, right? Yeah. My question is, what are you imagining you can't have because of the loogie? Because in reality, you're just imagining I can't have that. Because I can promise you, when the loogie goes away, you're going to go, well, since the loogie's gone now and there's still machine guns in the Middle East, can we imagine them going away? And then everyone could be happy? And, well, how about if right? If then loops, kill them, right? This is where I'm a fan of deadlines, right? You ready? Where? Okay, that's a deadline. Where in your life do you choose to be, full on right now? Yeah, where? Right? Where in time will you accept that? Right? Where? Victoria's yum. Right? You got it? I'm experiencing it. Where will I accept it in my day? Okay. Definitely at lunchtime. So, boom.
Very cool.
All right. Thank you, Larry. Appreciate that.
Loogy Larry, thank you very
Loogy
much for your
Larry.
question. Cool.
You ever notice, like, Leisure Suit Larry never got laid? Well, he did once or twice, but there was always these if-then loops in the whole Leisure Suit Larry series.
Yeah.
Like oh, he had to crawl through the things and get through the mazes, and then Patty gave him a disease. It was just horrible.
Did he? Did Patty give him a disease?
Yeah.
What? I don't know about that.
I got all sorts of Larry in my head. All right.
And the
Lori.
last, yes.
That's a hi, Lori.
Oh, cool. Hi, yeah, Laurie.
Hi, Lori.
The last question today is from Manifesting Mastery Melissa. This is her second question, is it?
Yes.
It's like two-time Tommy. Yeah.
Yes.
Two-time Melissa. When I imagine a person, ... Melissa asks, hi 2020.
Yo.
My question today is about feeling it real.
Okay.
In my sessions, it's easy.
By the way, that's good, because it was about something like sticky tape.
Yeah.
Or entities,
yeah,
or the color purple.
It's, yeah. We might have an opinion, but it's just... But feeling it real, yeah, that's good for our show.
Yes.
In my sessions, it's easy for me to see through my own eyes. But when I imagine a person, they aren't directly in front of me, as it is hard for me to feel grounded when I imagine them right in front of me. So, for example, I might imagine sitting down beside them and look at them through my own eyes, but it feels like there's a bit of distance from my physical body in my scenes. Should I be imagining that I was stretching my physical arms right in front of me, or is the way I'm doing it fine?
Alrighty, so I'd imagine smacking him.
Tying them up and smacking them.
Right? Oh, you could imagine tying him up too. Victoria likes playing it safe. 20, yeah, try this on. What is it, Victoria? It doesn't look like an outfit. Right? But if someone was right in front of you, right? So bang, right? Yeah, boom, right? Or you could imagine getting smacked. I mean, like seriously. I mean, like sometimes. I was going to tell a story.
Okay.
But, we did this last week, and I walked away going, what the fuck was I trying to tell?
And I worked it out.
Yeah, she worked it out. That's right. But imagine being smacked, right? Or smacking someone,
You're
right?
a bad girl. No, sorry.
Naughty, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Remember, it's not about seeing them; it's about your experience while seeing them, right? So like literally, so. I've been a black belt for decades, right? And I've gotten more than one ranking in the black belt thing, because the black belt's just a beginning thing. But I mention it because it carries some weight with some folks. But by the time, you see, I trained in a real karate school. # real karate, real kung fu school, where we actually beat each other, right? We actually thought that was a good idea. So thank Christ I still have all my teeth.
#
right?
the colour of being smacked.
# boom. Now remember, if you're going to take photos of somebody after they've been smacked, you wait 48 to 72 hours. At about 48 to 72 hours, it really looks like shit,
comes out.
right?
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind, right? So me, Ryan, and Eric, they went on to do interesting jobs for the government. So did I, but mine wasn't nearly as interesting as theirs. # for whatever the fuck that's worth. But we trained so hard, so realistically. Like, I have no fear of somebody smacking or hitting me. You know what I mean? Somebody walks up and they start to move a certain way, there's a part of me that goes, yummy.
Yeah.
My experience of getting hit is, one of us is going to be a Pez dispenser. So far, it's never been me, right? So there's the feeling, right? So whatever it is, okay. So if you're trying to imagine something and you can't imagine somebody in front of you or beside you, whatever, what's your experience of them beside you or in front of you? right?
I love, so crass commercial for freeneville.com.
I
In one
love
of the
Crest commercials.
emails, one of them because just about all of them you have a picture,
Yes,
and one of them you've got us holding hands,
yes.
and that
But
it
and you only see
just,
the hands.
you don't
What you
see the
see
person's eyes.
is
And I'm sitting right beside 20 in the car, and my hands are filthy because I've been in the garden.
she's so sexy.
But we're holding hands, and all you see is the hands being held in the photo,
Yep.
and that just speaks worlds to me. That photo, I love it.
You
So
know what's lovely about that? So hands. I mean, there's like there's so many neuro thingy doos there, but there are hands, and odds are like right now we were just sort of holding hands, bumping hands and stuff, and they touch on her leg. So you got hands, you got legs. You can just feel that. What do you
yeah.
feel with, holding their hands on your legs,
Or if you imagine
officer?
another thing where you might be really close and in front of someone, but normally you're not just staring at them. So then for me, the sense would be the smell, like because I'll either be giving them a hug or a kiss or something, and that smell would then become like what would make it
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
real for
yeah.
me.
More gates.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's just like, yeah, opening, that's definitely it. Open up different gates for, yeah,
yeah. What's your experience?
yeah.
See, for some people,
You probably do that at the pool all the time.
which part?
But ooh,
Ooh,
that bit. Yeah.
yeah. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty good, Melissa.
yeah. It all comes
Yeah.
back to your experience. It's like my experience of her yum. Like it was the whole thing I've mentioned before about like I couldn't imagine my mom being happy for me being here or something. I mean, she was sad I left. She's my
Of
mother, for
course.
God's sake,
Yeah, yeah.
But at some point, I was able to imagine her happy I'm here. And sure enough, I mean, yeah, shit hits the fan.
10 years on.
Yeah, yeah. 10 years on, yeah,
Oh, yeah. I can see it's a good thing now.
yeah, yeah. She's happy. We're happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
all right, it is what it is.
I guess we've proven ourselves.
Exactly. Yeah, but
We are survivors.
we passed the test.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. Oh, went funny again.
Well,
Sorry if it's going jerky your end. It went jerky ours. So,
Jerky,
yeah.
turkey,
So, Melissa, thank you very much for your question there and your other one. And what we want to know right now is tell us what was your hashtag strawberry bit. Mine was remembering that photo.
That's a gorgeous photo.
Yeah, it is. And as I said, it speaks worlds. It's just like, I just love it. Um, and it has so many states for me in that because I can see the dirt under my fingernails. So I've been in the garden, do you know what I mean? I'm with my lovely husband who's, yeah, holding my hand. It was just loads of things for me in that photo. So, yeah, that was my hashtag strawberry bit.
What is it you can leave out of dialogue and just bring to experience? Because we could have a whole bunch of, gee, you had a lovely day in the garden, comma, I'd love you so much. I'm so glad we are in a car that's dependable going to lunch, end of line. Yeah. Or it's just like, whoa. There's just so much. I'm with you. I think when you brought that into the whole thing, it's just letting it condense into. It's almost like a vaporous experience condensing into something liquidy, something more solid. Just. All right.
Cool.
Lisa.
Oh, yeah, that was a goodie too, Oliver. Being a part of that community, feeling settled, that was a really good one for Lisa as well.
Boom.
And that was yours, was it?
Yeah.
Feeling,
Yeah, the way you brought that in, that was good.
fluid. Cool, so that was our hashtag strawberry bits. While you type in yours, go to freeneville.com.
221 yeah, just skip that. Go to easymanifesting.com. Sign up for that free thing. Make sure you tick all the boxes, enjoy all the noises and shit.
Yeah, Amber's strawberry bit was the bondage, right?
Bondage.
Yeah. Right, join our 90-day venture at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
A cup of coffee, cottage, buck a day, 90 days, hundreds and hundreds of success stories.
Yeah. And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, Success Stories. Oh, well, yeah, we've got hundreds and hundreds from a
Yes.
Manifesting Mastery course. I thought you were almost thinking we're at free Neville, but no.
No,
That's cool.
that's right.
For refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
You know what's fun about feelitrealfun.com?
What?
Because it's not like feel it real hard, feel it real disappointing, feel it real struggling, feel it real confusing, feel it real the color rectangle. That's right.
Right.
Rectangle.
Colour of being smacked.